What's up, everyone? It's time for Melty. Again, to BCU, we are back, everyone. It's me, Nick V, of course. Together with me is Rektu. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm really excited to looking at a new season of the 2BTV Challenger League. This is not going to be part of the season, the preseason, shall we call it, but it's still not a lot of people, but it's stupidly stacked. We have only 12 players, but looking at like I think easily 5-6 names in this bracket could definitely take the whole thing. So I'm quite curious to see who will actually come out on top. We also have King Rasta and Zarbox, fresh from their Evo experience just a mere 10, 11 days ago. And then Zarbox immediately on the ground, like came back on Monday and Wednesday after was already playing in Wampa. So that's absolute commitment from Zarbox. Didn't really miss a chance to get in the bracket. And also King Rasta, who I think this is their first bracket since Evo. Going to see what they have leveled up, maybe in Vegas.
Yeah, we'll absolutely see, because Zarbox got top 17, and I believe King Rasta got top 24, which is pretty impressive. Speaking, because there are like 540 entrants or something like that, 552 if I remember correctly, and being in the top 100 even, I would say is very strong showing from the EU side. Of course, next time I do want to see you two making top 16. But you're already in top 16 today. What a coincidence.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence, however, that we do have the match arena just as always. And I hope that even though it's a low turnout in the bracket, it's going to be a high turnout in the codes claimed. I mean, at least we already have 4 claimed at the moment, so hopefully the number will slowly increase and the codes remaining will decrease. As just waiting to get our first match.
It would be weird if they increased, right?
Sorry?
It would be weird if the codes increased, right?
The codes claimed?
No.
What do you mean?
The amount of codes increasing, that would be weird.
I mean, I'd take it. That's more money, no?
That, if they get claimed, yes. So chat, everyone watching right now, please claim the code so we get to the money as fast as we can. Of course, if you are participating in this tournament, you are trolling if you're not claiming a code. Let's be real.
I mean, if that were real, like, I don't think we'd have tournaments with any codes by the end, because there's so many times that you see players participating in an event and don't even claim it. Okay, maybe like players can be a little bit reluctant to claim a code if they already eliminated or went 0-2 or have no real hopes of actually winning, but it's still unfortunate. I mean, it's still helping the community after all. So you're participating in it. Why not take a step further and helping the winner take some little extra cash money?
Absolutely. Speaking of cash money, there's about to be an amazing set between 2 awesome players. Of course, one of them, Yoko, very active in the Lumina Discord, as well as FX. Not as active, I think, but definitely posting every once in a while, and has a very impressive curve, I believe, if I remember correctly. Of course, against PCL, it's going to be a very difficult fight.
Absolutely, and I really like this. It's 2 not very represented regions. It's Cyprus for Joko and Hungary for FX. So the Hungarian contingent actually in Melty is quite strong. As right now, the strong start is from Joko. Okay, the weird EX into the boot drive from FX. Counter boot drive with the grab. Joko very much aware, but still eats the counter hit from FX. So will definitely capitalize on this and get a minor life lead, setting up the safe jump setup. Actually tried to teach me this. Oh no, actually went for a reset attempt. Never mind.
Yeah, oh, instantly got a hit as well, but no conversion off of it. Just jumping around each other. Really, the Melty air foots has been a very good confirm by a Yoko player. And that was almost a bait, but I think the 2C was a little bit too fast, so the spark hit was still gonna hit the Oko. Very unfortunate, but very good reactions, I would say.
Air movement. Meantime, though, Joko getting the hit, but cannot capitalize. Still with a minor life lead. FX on the defensive. Shield beat. No follow-up after it. Oh, the high shield. The punish from FX. Just have meter, but I don't think they were to kill. No, the meter does not build. Just stands there. FX, what are you doing? Joko cashes in the 1 bar of Magic Circuit. Still not enough to kill. More track from FX. Info through the move. The 2C to get the punish. And that was a very, very exciting round number 1 to kick things off the preseason tournament.
Oh yeah, she kicked her right in the face as well to kick off round number 2. There we go, getting for the Oki. And yep, now you have to just shield out of the pressure. Very well done, but caught by the low. Which cannot block that in the air. Oh, clash frames, but winning out. PCL really showing her strengths, tapping the shield there, getting hit because of it. Now let's see what FX can do here. Just keep blocking. Plus frames here. Oh, and the bait! Oh no, the drop, no!
Imagine trying to hit against PCL. Okay, very good JBC against the oncoming Joko. FX with a monumental climb. A big life deficit, but it only takes 1 hit with Oko. Such a very good character. Shield BC out of them. Still safe. Managed to get the punish on the landing recovery. And FX has built meter. Jumps the combo once again, but the shield A follow-up. Gets another air throw. Was the same jump? No. More drive. Good shield, but no punish on the moon skill. But still able to get the last decisive hit. FX with the game number 1. A very scrambly game number 1 to kick things off. A lot of back and forth. Some shakiness, maybe some nerves here on display. A lot of drop combos, especially from FX. Still able to get game number 1. Joko with a little bit of cleanup in their game plan, a little bit more disciplined. I think that they can put FX in some trouble.
Yeah, especially because both rounds were going to low health. Oh, there we go. The second hit of the low hitting FX, trying to stand up a little bit too soon. There we go, going for the Oki, of course. Always heat safe. There we go, PCL, very strong in the zoning. There we go, Aoko showing off that she has full screen pressure as well. Of course, trying to jump a lot, but the cross-up will get FX out. Going for the full screen Oki into the dash up. Oh, I was so afraid of a grab, but there we go, the heat bait once again. As you said, just don't heat against PCL. Oh, and again, the second hit low hitting FX standing up once again too fast, and that was a very quick round for Joko there. Let's see how FX is going to handle this differently now.
Very good falling button though from FX. Really nullifying the attempt of Joko to get the air unblockable shield BC. Very good shield from FX once again, who is in a minor life lead but has the round deficit. Joko with a very good first round, managed to get the fatal counter. This could be chunks of damage. But Joko just end it quickly, goes for a save jump with the wall bounce, punishes the high shield as well. So much is going Joko's way. 2 more touches, maybe 1. No, another combo drop. Unfortunate. FX is really trying their damnedest to really throw this match. Pressing buttons against the record. The unblockable to close it out. And that is 2 straight rounds for Joko to even out the set. As we said, Joko cleaned up their game plan, but FX just was pressing buttons left, right, and center. It's a little bit unfortunate, especially the Rekka. You cannot really safely hit through the Rekka unless PCL goes for the 6-6C, cancel the EX. Actually, I think Safe posted a video on how actually 6-6C works with heat, so maybe FX had not seen that yet. So taking this to a game number 3. Let's see if FX will manage to adapt after the very dominant display from Joko. Immediately starting off with the orb, 3C into the reset. Just put another hard knockdown. Okay, tries to get maybe the tech bait. Oh, look at Stag.
Yeah, got the anti-air there. Of course, finally Joko caught some distance from Oko, but instantly closing the gap. And there we go again, the air unblockable full screen almost. Save heat. There we go, want some meter back. There we go, putting it back to the ground. Oh, whiffing on the super, not using the full damage there. Still in the life lead. Very important here. Oh, and the run up gets a deed. Oko trying to take over the game. There we go. Heat in response to the potential punish incoming. And that is going to be the round for FX using the super here.
So
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
See? Jojo sets up the orb, but going to be the OK. Good defense for Joko, but tries to maybe jump out of there. The charged 5C, the laser, catching Joko there, and it's set point for FX. Okay, weird Moondrive maybe did not want that 6 BC waves. That's massively minus. No punish from Joko, who manages to still get something 2 BC from FX though. Still nothing, doing a lot of stray hits, but nothing being cashed on. This is how you do it. Just stuff from FX.
Yeah, finally getting the correct heat there. Very important for FX. And now trying to get the throw here. Of course, setting up the orb. And again, just too quick with the low. I think Yoko really has the heat on deck right now against FX, because FX really does not try to bait it, even though the spacing is usually correct. All right, there he goes, putting the full screen lasers. Oh, the low shield calling out the buttons, and again taking a round. And with that, the game 2-1 victory goes to FX. And I really feel like FX in the first and the third round got away with a lot of stuff that shouldn't happen. And it was in the second game that Yoko really was punishing the things that FX was getting away with. I think that was the big game changer, and then let it drop again in game number 3.
Yeah, I very much agree with what you said. It was a little bit unfortunate to see so many scrambles, so many dropped. Not even combos, like even basic confirms. And just like that, that hurt Joko a lot. Hurt FX as well, but FX was able to pick it up and still able to finish it off. Joko will have a little bit of a hard time to struggle in the loser's bracket, because, as we said, it's a stupidly stacked bracket. So moving along to the next game from round number 1, it's going to be Drizzy with the Warg. The fastest Warg in the West and the East and Japan and whatever, against Rhapsody. I'm not very familiar with this CL player. I'm very excited to see CL being played after Jimmy J's performance at EVO. I think pretty much 1/4 of the multi-population is experimenting with CL, and you love to see that, honestly. And a very good start here for Rhapsody. Goes over the ring, and immediately with the air throw, 3.2k damage, sets up the OK. 2 BC, who is blocked and shielded, excuse me, and punished very well by Drizzy, who gets the massive 4.7k almost. Double overhead. Rhapsody, why are you blocking low, my friend?
Yo, this Warg is zooming, but there we go. CL finally getting the hit there. Putting near the corner, but wants the safe distance, getting the BC after the shield. There we go, closing the gap. But again, the Warg just getting the punish here, spending 1 meter, 1 meter again. Wants the kill, definitely spending it all. Definitely worth it, because now you have another round of just charging meter, and you will definitely get the 3 bars for potentially round number 3. There we go, getting grabbed. But 4 bars on deck for Rhapsody.
Meter generation in Melty is bonkers, honestly. Like, 1 touch can net you 1 meter as a Drizzy. Almost building a bar with a simple 10-hit combo. There it is, the first bar, Drizzy. Using it to get the hard knockdown. So much charge. Let's go for the overhead. Good defense from Rhapsody, but gets tagged by the load. J2C ensuring the last touch, but Rhapsody fighting away. Gets the 3C into probably the hard knockdown. There it is, 2.7k. Maybe the OK, no counter move drive. Muska's being exchanged. The 6 to 3C waves. Rhapsody can maybe close it out. No, a little bit too healthy is Drizzy, but still, there's a knockdown for Rhapsody. 1 more touch. There's the heat from the Warg player. Oh, arm drive. Nice shield. No punish from Rhapsody. Maybe a little bit too scared, but still gets the 2H. Should be able to kill. No, the 5B. What are you doing? No, the full screen hero. Good shield for Drizzy. Gets the punish as well. And that is game number 1. What is up with today? Is it Scramble City? Does this see like, is 2 BCU, like, it stands for 2 bungled combos?
Man, it's just so unfortunate that the round was dropped there. They had a winning combo. Basically, just said, no, you know what? by control disconnect. Just let's just say the control disconnected. Very unfortunate there for Rhapsody. Oh, but again, a good call out from him, really letting Drizzy not get away with that. Constantly getting the BCDP so safe on the whiff, but there we go, going for the EX. I think trying to bait something in the corner, but getting hit once again. Drizzy spending the super here. And yeah, trying to mix it up.
Oh no! Got baited, the heat, but still not able to kill. There's the heat from Drizzy. Very big life advantage. Okay, empty hops from Rhapsody. Sending in some keys. No resources to work with in the magic circuit department for Rhapsody. Has some moon. Damn, super jump. JP goes over the rings. Can get something with this. Maybe the OK. No.
Oh.
The command grab. Okay, saucy combo. No! What are doing Rhapsody again? Dropping the combo, but there's a grab. Maybe one more tech. Could do this. Oh, the keys.
Oh, no.
Not enough to kill.
One more. What are you doing?
This is so painful to watch.
They're both doing it.
Drizzy. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to clean my room after this. There's spaghetti everywhere.
This isn't even spaghetti. This is like the restaurant. the factory even. The barilla is actually all on the floor as Drizzy finds the cross up. To be getting through the air throw into the OK. Good shield, but no follow-up once again. Drizzy dashing in, dashing out, dashing in again and again and again. What the hell is neutral, man?
Yeah, you said before, the fastest walk in the west, in the east, on planet Earth, man.
I swear to God. Oh, okay, gets the fatal JCS. That should be it. I think Drizzy actually mixes themselves as much as they mix their opponent. So they can never know what's coming next. So Drizzy, with a confusing 2 games to nothing, will move on to the next stage.
I can kind of understand it because when I play Android 18 in Dragon Ball Fighter Z, when she does a level 3, normally you can kind of see where the opponent is, where she's going to mix you up, unless he doesn't know either. So when the opponent just does whatever, then you don't know either, because the flow can vary so differently that when it's just random, you cannot read it. That's the secret to all the mix. So meaning that Drizzy, if he has like a setup where any type of mix will convert from any other button after it, as long as it's the same one, you can just react to get the correct combo. Of course, claim the codes. Don't mix yourself up if you're in this chat right now. If you're in this tournament right now, don't mix yourself up. Just claim the code, get some money.
There's definitely nothing to be mixed about when claiming a code. It's so easy and so fast as well. Speaking of fast, we already have our... Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry guys, we have to end the stream today. It has been a nice tournament so far, but this is as far as we go. Okay, it's a Dan mirror.
I didn't see this. Oh no.
Is it possible to like DQ both players? Like, can we get like Joko instead of these? Like, Joko's in the loser side, unfortunately. Can we get Joko instead of this?
Unfortunately, these nuts. We have to watch this.
Oh my God. Right.
But let's have fun, I guess. I mean, it's 2 children beating each other up. It's kind of funny to watch always.
Gremlin battle. Kaliuga actually coming from some very good momentum. Last week made top 8 of Womble, if I'm not mistaken, and had a very good performance right there. Was it Womble? I may be tripping, but yeah, Tintan at the moment as the very good round start gets also shielded A for their troubles. Kaliuga full screen and gets super jump as well. Very good stuff here. As should be able to get the 100. Oh no, drops the combo again. Man, I swear, today is just drop combos all day.
Yeah, so like, the thing is, Dan is really strong in the neutral, has these amazing buttons always, but the combos are kind of hard if you really want the optimal combos. Went for the heat bait, but did not work out there. Shield on shield action, but nice patience from Tintan. Just going for the delayed BC into the super here. Cleaning up the clone. And making sure that the moon drive is also empty. That's a very good win for Tintan here. Of course, not in the lead regarding meter, but there we go. Getting a fatal counter. Good block afterwards by Kaliuga. What a clash, dude. What does that happen?
Okay. Going over, sending in the javelins. The arrows, whatever you want to call them. Beautiful tech. Fatal counter as well. Tintan can definitely cash in big time with the damage. Going to be probably 4.7. 4.2, excuse me. Oh, the blood hate actually negating the explosion, but very good bait from Tintan. Very on point, has one bar. Can definitely get the hard knockdown and make sure that Kaliuga does not use that heat. Gets tagged by the spears. Once again, the overhead javelins, the explosions, plus flames. Tintan has Kaliuga in a cage. The explosion clips the other Dan player. Tintan is the first to score. And in this tournament, it is 1-0 and a very strong start from both players actually. But then it felt like Tintan started to snowball and Kaliuga felt like a fish out of water. Couldn't really claw their way back in the round.
Really want to escape the corner pressure, but Tintan spending meter did not let up. And Kaliuga finally made a mistake eventually to lose that first round. But there we go, opening up very strong. That was a reset, let's be real. Alright, getting some mix set up here. Will you bait as well? No, he was trying to push out, getting the grab, but a nice jump away from Tintan. Getting sniped there though, Kaliuga trying for their best. Going for the DP, there we go. Out of the corner, but into the fray. There is Tintan instantly spending meter once again, getting a hit here on Kaliuga. And dropping the combo once again, Rexu.
It's a little bit hurtful here, especially when Kaliuga was able to get the combo and the grab to get around for themselves. A much better round here for Kaliuga. But again, that's okay. We've seen Kaliuga go time again for the push out into grab, and that could really hurt their chances because they're becoming a little bit predictable right now. Though that air dash, very unpredictable. Getting the hard knockdown. Let's see if they will go for the push out again. No, goes for the cross up, the shield. The Modaf actually making the shield whiff, and Kaliuga cashing in. Has 2 bars at the ready. Won't be able to kill, I believe, but one last makes the shield from Tintan, getting them out of there.
Nice.
Kaliuga sends them 6 feet under with a beautiful snipe with the javelins. That was just as dominant as Tintan's game, and this could go anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, I do feel like Tintan really is a more solid player as shown in these 2 games. However, Kaliuga, Dan is just so strong and Kaliuga's setups are so good anyway that Tintan has to guess, even though he has a good guess, especially when the first grab happened, and then thinking, okay, they won't try to grab again. But it's maybe not meant to be because Kaliuga seems stronger in the neutral right now, going for the blood heat, Moondrive as well. Both players in it, but Kaliuga really has the health lead right now. Oh, and again is getting a hit there. Spending it all here. No, just wants the meter for the next round, potentially. Pushing out into buttons. Tintan blocking it, trying to go for the mix up here. Run up heat to trying to be safe.
I like that. Regenerating some HP. Spends the last little bit of bar, but Kaliuga still manages to get a touch. Has actually regenerated to full. Does not go. Cash in with the arc drive. Beautiful tech on the grab. And Kaliuga 1 touch away, 1 grab away from winning. But Tintan finding the low, the 2C, I believe. This could be the start of a huge comeback. Very improbable, but still able to do it while you're still alive. Can't definitely do it, but the javelin spears through Tintan's hopes and take Kaliuga to set point.
Alright, there we go. Again, Kaliuga with the air attack. Hitting Tintan, jumping in, but hitting... Tintan. There's so many drop combos. There we go. The B follow-up after the shield, getting the hit here on the shielding Tintan. Was to the wrong side, of course, setting up once again for the mix. Will it be pushed out? No, it will simply be a heat bait once again. Going for the DP, making it safe with the C-skill. Into the plus frames, but not plus enough to catch this. Lands on your feet. There we go. Again, the potentially last setup of this set. Tried it again. Tintan, very well thought out. Going for the jump back on the grab. There we go. Oh!
It's too big, and it is! Kaliuga Damn, okay, that is a little bit of an upset, I'd say. We haven't really
Yeah.
seen Tintan lots in the past months, but yeah, Caliuga seemingly coming out of nowhere in the past couple of months. They've always been present in the scene, but they haven't really made those results. But today, damn, a very good result. Beating Tintan in the mirror match and looking really, really good at that. And yeah, that will be the second name in top 8. The first match, FX, actually beating King Rasta 2-0. That is something which I did not expect, with all due respect to FX. After the game 1, looked really, really shaky. Maybe King Rasta is dropping combos today as well. Who knows? But
Still used to the PS4 inputs, and now you're back on PC, yeah?
yeah, could definitely be a case there.
Of course, the match coming up right now will be Brishka against I don't know, Strahlenwaffen? What a Strahlenwaffen? What does it mean?
Damn.
Is it like a waffle? Radiated waffles. So like in the microwave.
Why waffles? I don't know.
That's a question we should maybe, like, if there's ever a post-victory interview or something, we should ask that one.
True. Or if they actually
kinda-
get to the group phase.
Kind of pun. Strahlen waffles meaning ray guns. Wait, what is
Perfect.
man in German?
Omen? Onen? No. German.
No,
Eren?
German. Yeah,
Yeah.
what is man in
Isn't-
German?
Man.
Man. So Strahlen man, it would be Rayman. That's cool.
Okay,
No,
but
no arms, but big hands.
we cannot ignore the German, however, because this is an all-German face-off between Bershko and the Mario player. Starting off with the non-attacks. Oh, unfortunate drop there, continuing the tradition of today's preseason tournament with Shield. And the Shield A on the non. Beautiful, though, reaction from the Mario player, getting the move skill shielded, but still chops the combo. Bershko, okay, we are doing this on purpose. This cannot be real. Oh, DP into DP. It is Bershko, alright.
Yeah, of course, that is the Bershko. I've not seen Bershko play in quite a while, but I like seeing that they just didn't ever change their game plan. There we go, going for the left, right, of course. Was heat safe? Because there was a reversal that should be very scary. There we go, overhead, not blocked. Very good check for Bershko, because that means Bershko will be doing it many more.
Okay, beautiful parry though with the move skill. Strahlenwaffen there. Going to get maybe the knockdown. Spends another move skill. No, once again, drops the end there. Bershko with a minor life lead and definitely the lead in terms of meter, but Bershko manages to get the lows and will take round number 1. Once again, a very scrambly round here to kick things off.
Very good anti-air, but a very good pickup after the drop as well. Trying to get as much corner carry as they can. There we go, going to set up for the left-right. Making it safe. There we go again. The overhead was shown, but it wasn't charged fully, so it did not actually happen. There we go. Mario going for the stomp loop. And into the mix of their own. Of course, very safe with the Axe Nun, but oh, just mashing out at the exact time that he had to. Going for the near corner carry as well.
Another safe jump left, right. Oh no, shield follow-up from Strahlenwaffen, and that will spell the end of game number 1. Bershko knowing exactly when to press buttons is such an underrated skill, I think, and Bershko definitely showing that to perfection, how good, how far that can take you. Game number 1 going in the Archivate players books, but Strahlenwaffen still shown some good things, so it may be not over just yet. I mean, the previous game we saw Tintan take game 1 and then Kalu got 2 straight. So let's see if Strahlenwaffen can do a similar comeback, although Bershko is immediately hot on his heels, definitely starting off very, very aggressive.
There you go, getting a very good mash out once again. Not afraid of this Mario. Strala Waffle really just showing gaps, and Burishko saying, yep, those are mine. There we go. Once again, the gap has been seen, has been mashed out on as well. Going to spend no meter here, just dropping the combo. But Mario pushing this arc into the corner. Of course, the left right was there, but the DP was invincible. Oh, again, the Nun. Punch man up. There we go, going for the heat, but getting hit once again after the air-to-air, and that is a wasted heat, I would say. All the meter gone. At least getting 1 meter back, I guess, for losing the round, right?
The welfare. Getting the 1 bar of meter, but there's Burishko using the heat to immediately get Stralmuffin off their back. The Rekka into the EX. Oh my god, that is absolutely filthy. Spends the Moondraft to cash in on the last single spec of meter. Arctor 4.4k dashes up again. What? There's a beautiful back throw from Stralmuffin. Gets the chakrams out, but Burishko still able to mash out. Builds a bar already. Air throw. That's the mix. Grabs the Moondraft from Stralmuffin. One more interaction, but there's the parry. The last hope. From Stralmuffin, the dirty cross up. How did Burishko end up the other way? I don't know. Nick doesn't know. Stralmuffin doesn't know. And I hope Burishko knows. But how
was there no crosser protection? That was silly. I mean, I guess because they blocked on the ground, that means the block stun is lesser than if you would do it in the air. But that was some crazy mix, going just zooming and wham, launching him out of the game. That was such crazy mix. I think it was very situational mix, but once again, sometimes you just have to take what the game gives you, right?
Yeah, I mean, we take those. It's pretty simple words, but can definitely mean a lot. As Drizzy is noting in chat as well, we have a lot of upsets actually in this top 8. I mean, if you were to look at this, like we have FX against Kali Yuga, winners semifinals, and Burishko against Drizzy. Not your everyday names in winner's side top 8. Yeah. Definitely expecting some strong comebacks here from King Rasta, Zarpox, Tintin, and Stralmuff, and all 4 players, of course, very, very strong. Multiple top 8s for all 4 of them. Multiple tournaments won for Burishko and King Rasta, as well as Zarpox. It's definitely an interesting one to see Zarpox losing to Drizzy, because Zarpox is very patient, and I feel that maybe Drizzy can overextend a little bit too much against him, but hey, looks like Drizzy's game plan worked out, and they are in winners semifinals. The other worst semifinal will start with the best character in the game against the worst. It's Aoko against Dead Apostle FX against Kali Yuga. Aoko is the best character.
Did you just downplay Dan?
No, I said worst in terms of like...
No, you said she's the worst character. That's crazy.
She's design-wise.
Oh yeah, that's true. Aoko's not the best either. Oh, BC! The clash mid-game. Oh, I love this map so much, man. Look at the sky, so beautiful. There we go.
This is Aoko's stage after all.
It is.
She is the best.
It's just like the stage is beautiful, unlike.
Actually, like the stars are only there when Aoko is playing, if I'm not mistaken. As right now, Aoko is definitely playing. FX sets up the orb, that's massively plus. Kali Yuga very smart to not press in there. Oh my god, almost ran into the orb. Cannot really get the conversion here. FX and Kali Yuga gets the cross up. Shield A on the Shield A. And it's still a little bit of scrambly situation. Beautiful though, 2B2C under the javelins. And FX can get the life lead.
Of course, setting up the orb here for the Oki, making it explode instantly, but good blocking so far from Kali Yuga. But again, the air-to-air. Kali Yuga really tries to escape the corner as quick as they can, and even taking the risk. Oh! Oh, no!
Damn, okay. That was so scary. There's a second set of javelins effects, somehow not getting tagged by them. Oh, somehow getting tagged by Kali Yuga. Tries to spend the EX bar. Still, no dice. Kali Yuga fighting back, being in throw range. What a fantastic Moondraft activation from FX. Invol through Kali Yuga's attempt. And FX gets round number 1. But immediately, these air throws, man. Kali Yuga must be a Guilty Gear player. These air throws are absolutely insane.
Yeah, of course, hitting Alco's center there as well. Going for the push out once again. Shield was there to catch the frames. There we go. A lot of shield interactions, but finally the stay put cross under will be taking her down. There we go. Going for the BC into the heat. But it was not punished there. Going for the beam into the super, of course. Gonna do quite a bunch of damage because it was nearly unscaled.
6k. Just over the cross up. The defense from Kalyuga so far. Moonskill DP. There's 4 bars of magic circuits. Kalyuga can end it if they so wish. There it is. Definitely going to be a kill. Taking us to the last round of this very first game of winners semi-final. We're going to start off with the front foot in this first two. Oh my god, the high shield being phase out countered by the low. But Kalyuga once again drops the combo. Fakes flaming a little bit in the air. The laser somehow whiffs. But fatal counter again. Fails to pick it up. A little bit unfortunate, but another fatal. Man, it's...
3 fatals in a row and finally gets the confirm off of it into the knockdown. Trying to bait a heat there. Beaming. To the orb. Beam! Alright, there we go. Going for the loops. No reset here. Does not think that Kalyuga is unaware. So there we go. Just going for the instant pressure into the air-to-air, but no conversion off of it. Going to make it safe for her with the moon drive. Oh, tried to bait it! I like the idea. This just didn't work out, sadly, for FX, but there we go. Clashing once again. The air throw in the cheapest center hit of all. You cannot block left, you cannot block right. It just hits you square in the center.
Is it actually unblockable?
No.
You need to block, like, same side, right?
I have no idea.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, damn. Kalyuga with the cross up there at the end, taking game number 1. One more to get into winners finals. I don't think Kalyuga has ever been in winners finals, so this could be actually a monumental bracket for them, being sniped by the 6BC. However, couple of orbs laid up by FX. Maybe trying to get something very, very aggressive. He still gets sniped by the javelin. Say goodbye to all that meter. And again, another 6BC. It's such a good tool when you're full screen, but it's still quite punishable. I don't know if Kalyuga has ever attempted to punish it. That's like minus 20 something. It actually has huge recovery.
Alright, let's see if they will do that, but they cannot punish anything when they're getting hit. Of course, Oko has very good corner carry here, and into a very good Oki as well with the double orb. Trying to bait something out, but the BC after shield will escape the pressure, but again, the conversion is just not here.
Yeah, 6BC. 6BC can also be covered up with 2-6C from Oko to get some more additional damage. Speaking of, there's another orb set. Oh my god, the JC manages to pick it up as well. Gets around FX, fighting back, trying to equalize the score count. With trying to get the second game, but very good punish from Kalyuga. The DP crosses Oko out, does not get hit, and still is able to land back safely. Oh my god, what a pickup. That was sick from FX. Managed just also get the full screen, the combo as well. Managed to get the hard knockdown, setting up the safe jump perhaps. There it is. One the DP from Kalyuga actually. Not a safe jump at all.
Yep, never safe in the face of Dan. There we go. Getting the hit once again. It was a fatal counter, but kind of ruined it by going for jump A afterwards. There we go. Fatal counter properly converted. That means there's going to be a lot of damage in this combo. Nearly 4.3k will get the Oki into the grab. One more grab will do it. And I think FX was scared of it, as everyone should be, because that was going to be a guess for game. There we go. All tied up once again, just like in game 1. So it's a very close battle between these two warriors.
Yeah, but it's set point here for Kalyuga, getting fatal counter, however. The fatal counter is the DP, getting the IAD from FX, the backdash, evading the 4BC, the overhead. But again, there's the heat, beautiful falling JA though FX. Once again, denying Kalyuga the opportunity to get The and unblockable. Oh, the tech! Let's see if Kali are able to get the punish. Yes, the punish on the arc drive. Unfortunate drop for FX. Live bar is still in small favor of the Hungarian. Air to air into the falling JP. Fantastic stuff from FX. Will get the full combo at the corner. Just gets the meter on time. Fantastic stuff.
Oh, but not baiting the heat. I think at that point you should have been very much aware that it's going to be a heat. Oh, nice side switch off of that. Going, oh, barely not getting the combo for the super there. And now it is essentially title because I think if Dan gets a hit here, oh, the bait as well.
Run up for BC. And the heat is baited and punished.
4BC
Kali
sucks.
Yuga.
Right?
No, shut up. Kali Yuga, actually in winners finals of today's preseason tournament. Very, very good showing from the Dan player. And yeah, as Zarpok said, what doesn't 4BC do? Getting up played, that's what it doesn't do. But yeah, fantastic stuff from Kali Yuga, the first name in tonight's winners semifinal.
I think it's
First name
winners
of this
final.
winners finals, yes, excuse me. Going to be joined after our next match is decided. Going to be Bershko against Drizzy. The last time I've seen these two play, it was winner semifinals, I believe, and actually Drizzy took it 2-0 against Bershko. So it's not completely out of the world if actually Drizzy were to take this. I think it's a long shot still because Bershko has been playing really, really well. But hey, Drizzy is Drizzy. I think Drizzy also took a game off of Lucy once in the cross-region tournament. So yeah.
That's a very strong showing as well. Yeah, of course, Drizzy with the walk against Brushko with the arc. So let's see which version of her will be the strongest, huh? As they are readying up. And there we go into the battle. It's going to be Brushko up against Drizzy. Arc with Lover against Butt Lover.
Damn, this is perfect. Yeah.
So isn't that saying I mean, they're like on the opposite side, so doesn't that kind of mean Ark has no butt?
I don't know. Oh my god, the JP Fatal, what I do know that this is going to be hurting a lot. Cashing in 4k damage right off the bat for Drizzy. Moondrive from Bershko, but cannot really pick a side. As Drizzy was very high in the sky. Run up to BC. And yeah, Bershko immediately equalizes the life lead there. Even get a minor advantage. 4.2k with the left right. Good more drive from Drizzy. Goes for the jump shield. The trade favoring no one. Oh my god, dash up for BC. Shield from Drizzy and the shield from Bershko as well. Pressing buttons after shield B. And Bershko still gets away with it.
Yeah, of course, Bershko just winning out every single time in these weird moments. Oh, there we go, going for the donuts against the 2BC. Getting hit once again. Look at the damage. It's gonna be almost 6k. Wow, into the bait as well. That was a perfect distance to get the bait there. Getting the hit instantly. Going for the cleanup once again. There we go. Oh, and again, Bershko just so fast with the buttons, man. Air unblockable. Oh my, into that nasty cross on the reset. That's exactly what he wants. He's gonna go for a left-right mid-screen anyway, right? Might as well just go for the reset, pull a mid-screen. Nice BC shield follow-up as well to hit them out of the BC skill. And that's not gonna be a kill yet because there were no 3 bars.
The shield B, however. Bershko with a monumental life lead. The jump shield fails. JB hitting fatal. Drizzy dropping the combo. Has some bar to work with. 6 BC fit the counter. The pickup as well. And the reset. Drizzy has those nasty mix too. So that's a bar. Gets a hard knockdown. Charges in the face. Smooth of activation. The unblockable. No pickup available. That's still one touch away. Drizzy. Again another unblockable. And Bershko just looks at it. And Drizzy takes game number 1.
That's Huh? Bershka not pressing buttons in Oki? Huh? What is Drizzy's magic? I've never seen this. That means Drizzy, for some reason, is saying to Bershko, I dare you to press buttons. And then Bershko stops doing it. And then it's like, yeah, I dare you to keep sitting. Give me the game.
I don't know what goes on through both of these players' heads right now. Oh, backdash. The shield OS, I think, failing from Bershko. Most skills being exchanged. As it's still Bershko. Oh my god, crossing through Arc. And Drizzy shows it as well. A lot of neutral being played at the moment. Oh my god, going to be cashing in immediately with the arc drive. 4.4k damage, taking the life lead. But the DP from Bershko, no confirm with the EX shield, and then gets the punish as well with the low, the 2B if I'm not mistaken. 28k, maybe one more mix could be fatal. Oh, the sheet once again. Bershko feeling really pressured, but will heal a nice amount here. Drizzy's offense came to a halt, and a 5A from Bershko cannot convert into the arc drive. But still, Bershko now with the life lead.
Go for the grab into the conversion. Like to see it knowing exactly where they are on the map. Near the corner is enough, and getting the fatal counter here to close out round number 1 and game number 2. And that's something Bershko definitely needs right here. If he gets a very clean win now, there's no way Drizzy's going to come back. But Drizzy is not going to let it be clean. Jumping away, going for the very good air option to counteract any approaches. Yeah, and then just wins out that clash once again. Hot knockdown, there we go.
Jump to the float. Oh, okay. Slaps off of the sky. There's the heat managing to tag Bershko. And Bershko getting the tag on Drizzy as well. 3 bars locked and loaded for the German here. Bam, bam. 4.3k to the left-right save jump. Shield B from Drizzy. Excellent moon drive. Nothing in reply. Shield whip from Bershko. Moon meter still available for both. 7 BC. No dice for Drizzy. Oh, walks into Bershko's 2C. That's going to be a lot of damage. Once again, bar is available. Going to be the hard knockdown. One more touch will be it for Bershko. But beautiful backdash into 7 BC. The moon skill goes in. And Drizzy will go out for this game. Bershko equalizes the score 1 game apiece. Now, one more game to decide who will make it into winners finals against Kali Yuga later on.
Of course, Arc is going to win. But which one will it be? We will be seeing it in this game right now. I think getting the first round will be the most important thing here, because that means you can just chill in round number 2. And if you win round number 2, perfect. But if not, you always have round number 3 with all the resources. There we go. Going for the air. Unblockable once again. Tried to reset. And I think Drizzy was actually ready for it this time, but did not guess correct. It was going to be same side. There we go. Going for the shield once again. You pointed it out earlier. That was going to be a drop. Oh, there we go. The grab into the conversion. There we go. The damage is not optimal, but what is optimal is the Oki coming off of this, trying to bait the heat. Do you see this?
Yeah, the spacing very good from Drizzy, but so are Bershko's air buttons. Oh my god, this actually will kill the fatal JB into the 2 bars from Bershko. Very smart, realizing that 1 bar maybe couldn't have killed. They're going for the 2 bar option. Now Bershko on set point. We are chasing each other. We are race cars. Jumping with the JB. And so does Bershko. Beautiful shield. But then there's a challenge from Bershko, of course. Shield B on block is even on hit. You don't really have to press buttons. Drizzy unfortunately went for it. There's the cross up. But there's blood heat immediately from Drizzy. Oh, tries to over the last arc. I respect it.
Is that air unblockable?
Last arc, yes.
So maybe that was the setup they were going for. Going for the air unblockable, but it's so much delayed getting the hit out of it that it's just wasting meter. And there we go, Bershko taking the victory here, 2-1. I think the first 2 games were very close, but the third game was just, I don't know, maybe like a waste of meter, right?
Yeah, the third game started off like I think round one it was a little bit scrambly. Drizzy was keeping Bershko on edge, but Bershko managing to calm down, finding the better approach to stifle Drizzy's offense. And Drizzy is really good on offense, but then when Arc gets started, when Bershko gets started, it's so hard to slow them down. And Bershko had quite a relatively comfortable game number 3 to move on to winners finals of today's card. Drizzy will not be out, however, will be down into losers, facing off against the winner of Tintan against King Rasta, which we will have on stream in a bit. But before that, we will have Zarpox against the radioactive Waffle Man, the Strahlen Waffle.
Yeah, the Ray Waffle, of course. If you are enjoying today's stream, click the match Reno. Someone will post in the chat right now, or exclamation mark match Reno, whatever you want. Then just log into your socials, claim the code, add 25 cents to the prize pool for absolutely free, right? You spend none of your own money, but you give the players, or at least the winner of today's tournament, some nice money. Just do it as a thank you for giving such a wonderful stream, right? You also help the TOs a lot by claiming a code, because not only if all the codes are always claimed and the prize pool gets high in the Matcherino, Matcherino actually sees that and will potentially add more codes to the next tournament.
Yeah. That's sick. Hopefully then chat will help us out as immediately starting off with our losers. Round 1 match of this top 8. The Fatal JB, unfortunately, no follow-up from Zarpox. Oh, okay. The falling key getting the Fatal counter. Good counter moonshot from Zarpox to keep safe. Still gets tagged. Punish on the shield from Waffen. Look at the bar build already. 3 bars for both almost with that Moondrive activation.
There we go, blocking the overhead into the DP. Can't do anything about that into the Zarbox special, of course. Let's see if Jimmy J Tran maybe even taught you anything in the week that you were in America. Oh, wow! That nun! Where did she come from? That was some, that was cheating. I'm not gonna lie, that was cheating.
The nun punched Seal into Mario's hands. Beautiful couple of throws from Zarbox, maybe a third one. No, still the defense from Strahlen holding on strong. The nun from behind with the chair, still not enough. The JA, maybe Zarbox thought he'd get a fatal as we are still chasing 800. The moon skill, the perfect time, they're cashing in with the arc drive. Strahlen playing it safe. Noel sending CL down, and it's round number 1 for Strahlen.
Alright, there we go. Standing still in the mid-screen round start. There we go. Getting the upper hand as well. You have to keep blocking these nuns. Going for the stomp, but getting grabbed out of it. There we go. Going for the moon drive to make it safe. Let's see what CL's gonna do, right? She's gonna be plus a lot and gonna catch the Mario out. Of course, dropping the combo, getting a grab there. And now we just continue the pressure. Oh, and then the nun again strikes you from the back.
So many dropped combos here from Strahlen as really from cost both. Them a lot. Yet another one. There's the shield, but then nothing doing from Zarbox, getting punished here. Going to be some good damage in the quarter, 2.2k, and then more Oki. Sword non, very good Albare from Zarbox, and then Strahlen ends up in Ciel's clutches, and I think this could be very well a killing combo. Maybe Moondrive after this. No, this is to keep it smart, but oh, okay. Let's go for some smart shenanigans here. Zarbox, Strahlen trying to close it out, gets a grab. Another one will not be enough. Oh, the fatal counter actually was enough. Zarbox losing out on game number 1.
Yeah, with the grab to close it out, to catch the Moondrive activation. Sometimes it just happens, right? You instantly, because you press a button, even though it's like a defensive button, you still get fatal countered over it. So Strahlen Waffle really looking strong right now. I did not expect Zarbox to not only lose the first game, but also like in winners, but also now getting taken down by Strollenwaffle potentially, because one more win from them will be sending Zarbox home.
Very true. So, an interesting result from Zarbox if they were to bow out of the bracket. Of course, Strahlenwaffen getting stronger and stronger by each and every single bracket that they play. So maybe a new emerging threat for the European brackets. Let's see if Zarbox can do something to shut them down. As we are now going to the Tonal Mansion. Let's see if this new house will get something to Zarpok's favor. But Strahlenwaffen is starting off with the parry, but then committing to the low shield and a fatal counter for Zarpok over the JB. Very good tech on the grab, just in time after that Moondrive recovery, and then spending the Moon skill, and then catching the tech from Zarpok. A little bit unfortunate, as Strahlenwaffen enjoying a nice stint of offense. Maybe one more touch could be enough. Gets a grab this time. Definitely one more combo will be enough. Strahlenwaffen here getting on the offense, but fantastic 5A from Zarbox to get the turn.
Yep, finishing the combo here into the left-right situation. Blocked correctly by Strahlenwaffle, of course, showing off that, yes, I have defense as well, not just the good button presses. Oh, try to maybe jump away, but getting clipped by the low. And again, now Zarbox try to make it safe by just going for the super. But there we go. The TK air grab will take that round for Zarbox. Let's see how things are going to change. There we go. 2A. It's going to work out for Zarbox, spending the moon drive to convert meterlessly into the corner, but the BC skill will clash and win out. And there we go, Zarbox on the ground. Very good shield.
Oh man, unfortunate drop there from Strahlenwaffen. So very good reflex with the jump cancel shield on the moon skill. Still though, Strahlenwaffen on the offensive, 4 bars, energy circuits available. No moon meter though to speak of. Very good 5A, but just like that, Strahlenwaffen once again fights back, spends a meter, gets some good damage, 2.4k, shields the heat as well. This should be the round for the Mario player. In fact, it is set point as well. And total advantage here for Strahlenwaffen. Has moons available, has almost 3 bars. Meanwhile, Zarbox very, very low on resources.
Yeah, absolutely. Strahlenwaffen really showing off that the meter management from them is very much beyond most players right now. There we go, getting the hit once again after whiffing some combos. Zarbox tried to escape, but it did not work out. Teching out of the combo into a proper shield. And there we go, getting some good damage on Mario here in the corner. 4k into potentially bigger damage. There we go. This is what CL wants, right? She wants you into the corner. She wants to dump the meter right there. Some good damage again. Oh, the blood heat will escape the grab. Oh, that was interesting. Maybe that nun was blind. I don't know.
Hey, let's really take it out of the situation. Oh, Strahlenwaffen gets a touch. Maybe not going to be enough the reset, but then the heat from Zarbox has to restore some HP. Has to be able to survive the next onslaught, man. Just to get a touch. Cannot really convert into the Ultra, but still will be able to get some very good damage. Try to maybe bait a tag there from Strahlenwaffen. Still though, Zarbox with a very good situation. The heat from the German. And manages to get a touch. Arc drive a little bit too far off. No shield here from Zarbox. Strahlenwaffen, one touch away. Oh, and this is it. This is it. Strahlenwaffen with the pressure, forcing Zarbox to crack. And the Mario player will advance on. Zarbox being knocked out very, very early on in the bracket. Definitely an upset, but very well played to Strahlenwaffen here.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on to face FX, and that's actually a game I'm going to be very interested in watching, because I think both of these players, because we don't see much of them, is always very fun to see when those good players are going to face each other, because maybe they don't see each other very often either, and that means having to play against like new players, right? You have to come up and check if they can react, if they have the know-how against your character. And that's why they're very excited to see FX against Ron and Waffle. And of course, there's another match coming up first. It will be Tintan against King Rasta, and these two players we've seen a lot, right? King Rasta has been the King of Wanted a couple of times. Of course, Tintan, one of the strongest damn players in Europe right now. And we're going to see which of these two players is going to take the next game and move on in this stacked losers bracket, because the winner of this has to face Drizzy as well. We already saw what Drizzy can do.
Of course, a very good work player is waiting for the winner of this one. But hey, these two players hit hard as well. Tintan with also the Akiha on the profile thingy, the small square there. Definitely a much better character than Dan. This has to be said. Um, going up against King Rasta on the Raw.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Valdam, yeah.
Yeah.
Big start here for King Rasta. Then again, some lightning bolts, but then gets tagged on the tech from Tintan. King Rasta overestimating the recovery of the charge. Ooh, good defense though from the Austrian. The first stance of Oki has been correctly blocked. I think that's still on the offensive. Good block on the spears as well.
Trying to go for the escape, but there we go. Can never escape Roa's clutches. Punching up the child. There we go. That's what I like to see. Make him suffer. Alright, there we go. No throw loops here, just plus frames only. Ooh, that was a tap shield, but no punish on it. Dashing out of the corner somehow. I think both of the players were caught off guard because of it. There we go, no conversion off of the shield tap, but there we go, going for the moon drive, seeing the spears flying at him, and finally gets the hit as well. Dan being taken down in this first round. That is King Rasta. Not on the scoreboard, but almost.
She got taken down. I'm sorry.
So bad.
Okay, good shield from King Rasta there on the bell activation. Some charge, but once again gets punished. Dash up DP, the down special, making it safe with the spears. We are schmoovering this one. Good. Confirmed there from King Rasta with the needle. Again,
Thank you so much, dude. You just put some weird idea into my brain. It's like when Dan does the bell activation, you just hear the bing 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 bong for Minecraft bell. Bing bong bing bong bing bong.
Ah, this is so cursed.
Oh,
All for
man.
PC. Okay, goes for the full screen hero. Goes for the setup. No, the held heat, beating the low shield. King Rasta still on the charge. No EX to keep it going, but Tintan presses and whiffs. King Rasta just what he wanted, able to pick up the scraps and close out game number 1.
Bing bing bong. Into the grave you go. Ooh. Standing on a mountain of corpses. What is that actually? Is that just a pile of flesh? What the hell?
I think it is. Not
Why?
Sure, I don't
This is
know.
so
I haven't got that in speed. But yeah. Once again, spears tagging King Rasta. Oh, I was waiting for it. Finally unleashing the full screen hero. But Moondrive into grab from Tintan does not get the cross up. So once again, has to be on the defensive. King Rasta. Ooh, the IAD catching Tintan. Just looking at it. That's going to be some good damage as well as for the situation for the Austrian. Going with the air throw. Safe jump and keeping up the pressure. Raw pressure in the corner is so scary because he has pretty much auto spacing on those normals, but very good manual timing from Tintan, able to get the perfect button to get out of there and prepare the Oki, and now it is Dan time.
There we go, going for some good pressure in the corner, but trying to get the distance. But then trying to catch Roa in the air, of course. Now we're mid-screen once again into the mix, spending 1 meter for it. Bringing the bells and into the dash back cross up. King Russell was just simply not ready. Tintan taking his first round. It's going to be very important to him, I think. because the resources are not bad either, even though King Rasta is definitely in the lead, but not in the health department, not in the mix department. Dan getting once again a hit on King Rasta and has to block the mix once again. Push out into the dash. Back down. What?
Was a very wonky sequence with DP actually benefiting King Rasta, able to get the touch,
Yeah.
and now getting some good damage as well in the corner. Maybe one touch after this could actually be death for Tintan. Oh, that definitely will be the case. King Rasta for the safe jump into the high shield. Maybe it was a shield bait. The clash frames working out in Tintan's favor, able to also get the touch. That heat will be running out for King Rasta, so no resources to speak of for the rope here, but that won't matter. IAD and able to seal this round, take himself to set point. Tintan with 4 bars of Magic Circus, King Rasta with absolutely nothing. Let's see if bars will be able to do the difference in this. Oh, unblockable. Very good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Roa, of course, known for the pressure, and now you're gonna have to block the pressure. But no blocking here. Simply had to guess correct, but didn't. The 2A will be catching out Dan here and pusher into the corner. Very interesting shield. I think there was reading a DP from Dan, but just being taken down like that, that was so quick, man. Couldn't even finish one sentence.
Damn, that was super fast. Like, I mean, the name is Sonic after all, so gotta go fast.
Yeah, light speed almost.
And King Rasta making so quick of that. Definitely the last round just went by in a flash. So that means that King Rasta will be facing off against Drizzy later on, as Sonic will be collecting rings. As our next matchup, however, is going to be FX against Stralmoffen, so the Hungarian AOKO player who we kicked off the stream with, to be facing off against the Mario player who just eliminated Zarbox from the bracket. So definitely 2 tough cookies going to be facing off against each other.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting as well to see these 2 players match against each other. Mario against AOKO, I believe. No? Was it AOKO?
Yes.
It was pretty sure it was AOKO. So AOKO against Mario. What do you... because you have played AOKO, what do you think of this matchup, actually?
I don't think I've played a lot of Mario, or against Mario, rather. So, my familiarity is not that good, but I have to feel that in this matchup is going to be really, really important for AOKO to not overcommit with beams and orbs, because with the range that Mario boasts, I think that if the AOKO takes neutral for granted with the orb setups, Mario can definitely punish her for it. So I do still feel that, especially Mario having pretty much no DP, no info reversals except for that parry, still going to be really hard for the Gremlin to stop AOKO's offense, especially when in the corner. But yeah, it all remains to be seen. I think Stralmoffen carries a lot of good momentum, but FX has beaten Rasta in this bracket, so I would put nothing past him.
Yeah, of course, Mario does have the nuns to bypass the orb setups from AOKO, so it's not as effective as normally against most melee characters. There we go. Run up, beam!
Oh, okay. There's a throw as well. There's the orb set, of course. Very safe orb set with the knockdown of your opponent. Couple of small beams. The moon drive to keep safe after the super jump from Stralmoffen to JB into 6BC. Shield to kill off the nun, but very good. Stralmoffen dashes up, picks up the scraps, and now prepares a save jump, but very good shield BC from FX. Oh, okay. Has to go for the Heat OS. A little bit of a scramble situation once again. The unblockable with the nun. That was very good from Stralmoffen. And just like that, another drop combo. And stifles the startup of the 6BC.
Yeah, I mean, dropping the combo but picking it up once again. FX in the I mean, lively once again now after the heat activation. Oh, with the trade, the Nun going through the beams, but no matter. The child's gonna be chucked down into the corner. There we go, round number 2. What will Mario do? Getting hit.
At the moment, indeed. As okay, that's a quite a tough combo to actually nail. So unfortunate for FX, Waffen with very good damage. Unfortunately, jumps the end there, and FX once again able to get back on the offense with jump out from Waffen. Okay, cross up to A, just like that. Gets another drop. Very unfortunate for FX, who is in a minor life lead. Good shield A to kill off the Nun. The moon skill goes begging from Waffen. The 5B gets a float. And once again, oh, okay, big beam. Good confirm as well. One more touch could be enough to backdash from Waffen. The last beam does not connect. So FX now, one more touch. Very good shield on the moon skill. The shield A follow-up takes it. And FX, 1 game up.
Of course, very strong showing from FX here. Meaning that the things we've been talking about, FX is saying like, yeah, I'm just not gonna let Mario do anything against my setups. Alright, there we go. Closing the gap instantly with a fatal counter. Like to see it. Do not drop your combo here. You're gonna push her into the corner with a Nun setup. With the axe, no, just going for the safe jump into the low, punishing the health shield, but dropping the combo, getting a good snipe there. Like to see it. 2 meters on deck, cannot kill yet, but will spend a meter for the Oki here. Sending up the X Nun, there's nothing you can do against this. Getting hit, but no conversion off of it with a Nun. BC through there. Nice shield on the shield BC. Very good reaction from the Oko player here. Going for the heat. Very risky, but it works out here. Dropping the combo.
Okay, the Nun's actually saving Waffen. Shield B follow-up. Not a lot of HP has been recovered by FX, but at least they're still alive. Never mind. The spider web taking down FX. Waffen gets around 1 more to equalize the score. And starting off with the spider web once again. And people want that air unblockable. Shut the hell up. With more stuff from Waffen. 10 seconds on the clock. Getting a hard knockdown into the chakrams. The backdash from FX is good, but still sniped by the web sling. Once again, Waffen making the best Spider-Man impersonation. Let's see if they can kill off the bad guy. But the bad guy is Mario in this case. So that's a bit interesting. But there are 2 bars of Magic Circus. One of them is spent and is enough to kill Waffen with 2 of the most dominant rounds in the whole bracket to take us to a final game. Game number 3. Very, very brilliantly poised, this one, to go the distance.
Absolutely, there we go. Show off between these 2 characters in this final game. The top 6 losers. Still it is first to 2, as you said before. So the winner of this game will be moving on in losers bracket to face either Drizzy or King Rasta, who will be on stream next. There we go, getting the snipe out of the air once again. Very strong move from Mario, getting the side switch as well. Into another one, into the X Nun. Of course, you cannot tap the shield. You have to hold it to be safe against it. Of course, the grab is something you have to be wary of as well. Going for the snipe once again, using the BC skill. And that is potentially game. There's 3 meters on deck. We'll spend 1 meter to get the Oki. There we go. Go for the low. That was a counter. So FX was trying to escape it with a button. This didn't work out for him.
I think FX trying to go for a wake-up throw there. And not working out. Of course, FX now being 1 round away from being eliminated from the bracket. Waffen is the early combo here. But FX fighting away. Has to still hold it because of the active frames of that 5C, but very good stuff there. The super jump from Waffen going to be laying waste to all of the meter from FX. That heat is going to be doing nothing for the Hungarian, who is still fighting away. The web sling this time, no dice. The laser, no dice as well from FX. Very risky one with no moon drive. But FX still managing to work corners, follow off and out, but the escape is still good. The shield on the JC, no punish, however, and the bot is from FX, who is almost at 1 bar of magic minutes. Okay, there it is. Jumps the follow-up, jumps straight into the web sling, and one more touch. It's also on Waffle lead. It was baited still. No follow-up, and again no follow-up, but there's the fatal counter on the web sling. Spider-Man will move on forward. FX will be sent crashing out of the bracket. Is in losers semi-finals of today.
Yeah, Peter Parker, more like Peter parked her just now into the. Yeah, I had to make it, man. I had to make that. There was something there, so I had to make it, but it was never a good timing, so I had to create it for myself. Sorry, Rexu. But that does mean Strawn and Waffle will be moving on to the losers semis. Of course, Drizzy and King Rasta will be between them, who's going to face this Mario player. Very impressive so far with the showing. Drizzy, King Rasta is going to be a very fun match as well, because it's the wildest walk we have here, or maybe the fastest walk you've said in the world. But against Sonic, I'm not sure who's faster, man.
I mean, yeah, that's going to be very interesting to find out. As a very interesting one between Drizzy and King Rasta. I mean, I once said Drizzy's performance is not measured by how much damage he does, but the kilometers per hour at the end of the set. So that's kilometers traveled. Excuse me. Let's see if Raw will travel more kilometers in this loser semifinal qualifier. Both players working off against each other. Oh my god, this is the best.
You dare approach me? They both said. Right, there we go.
I can't beat your ass to make it PG safe. If I'm not close enough. Oh, no, and unblockable. Almost got it there, Drizzy. Very aggressive heat. Holy crap, Nick. These two are swinging.
They absolutely are, but it just works out for King Rasta in this case. Going for the high after the low shield commitment. There we go. This is exactly what Roa wants to do, right? His IED is so fast, so dangerous as well with the range that you cannot make the correct guess. There we go. Once again, going for the IED, dropping the combo into the high-low situation from Wox, going for the heat to get out of the situation. That was almost a AUB, I have to say, but wasn't meant to be. I think Drizzy saw it coming, so went for a move. And there we go. Speaking of moves, there we go. Again, once again, another kick in the face, man.
Fatal counter city here. Look at the damage. King Rasta going to be 4.3k damage off of that fatal counter. Very good reaction on the held heat. The shield from King Rasta unfortunately drops the combo. Magically sniping out King Rasta though. The Hail Mary arc drive catching the airborne King Rasta. And that's going to be good damage, but still King Rasta with the life lead. Tries to go for the moon skill DP. Drizzy does so as well for BC. Very good confirm for King Rasta. And that game number 1, a game which went by really, really fast.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about just now, right? We got Sonic and we got the fastest walk, so the games will have to go fast, man. They have to stay in character, right?
This isn't a multi-blood game anymore. This is Sonic Heroes 4.
Yes. I mean, the soundtrack is even better than Sonic Heroes.
Raito.
GOAT.
Speaking of, good stuff from Drizzy. Oh, the armor! King Rasta tries to press away to safety, but you are not safe against Drizzy's armor buttons. There's another attempt at the Hell Force. Oh wow. My god, just waits for it. The patience of Drizzy. I did not know Drizzy could wait. As there's the EX hard knockdown. Catches the wake up from King Rasta. Holy crap, that was such a fast round.
I mean, Drizzy just waits really fast, right? He just spun around the world like 3 times. It was so fast that it was like they were sitting still. All right, there you go, King Rasta getting the hit here on walk, putting her into the corner, and again, that is exactly where he wants to be, but right now he's somewhere he does not want to be. Oh, the mixes everywhere, not hitting though. King Rasta, very good patience, very good block so far, and the good thunder punish to catch Drizzy pressing buttons once again, keeping the mix up. There we go. Kicks the plus frames into the heat finally. There was no bait. That was a very well timed heat because Roa has a lot of built-in heat baits. And the IAD tried to go for a button to whiff it into a low, but
wait, which one is the real one?
I don't know.
Drizzy, very low on HP. King Rasta, a little bit charged. The ring just falls off before tagging him. Oh, going to be dashing it. Oh my god, beautiful shield on the hero. Gets the punish as well. And Drizzy now maybe trying to overturn this life deficit. Has not built a bar just yet, but both players the same exact level of HP. But Rasta has a lot of resources. Ooh. Oh, where's the hit? No punish, Rasta. But speaking of, gets the punish on the whiff, low shield, and Rasta now set point. Drizzy, some panic there. Unfortunately, could have gotten much better stuff, but very good fatal counter. King Rasta tries to press away from the unblockable and instead eating some bigger damage. Another fatal counter. Drizzy is definitely cooking in this round.
Of course, King Rasta does have 4 meter on deck. That means that could be a blood heat. There we go, as we speak of it, into the... I'm actually surprised there was a projectile coming out. I don't think King Rasta was expecting it either. No shield on it, getting a lot of damage here dealt to him. And that is a very strong hit. Potentially, no, not gonna spend the meter to get the potential combo ender. It would have been a will it kill moment for real. Spending the meter to go for the DP into the shield from King Rasta, getting a very optimal punish here. Spending meter into the launcher, getting the grab here into the safe jump. Just going for the spikes, jumping over the projectiles once again. King Rasta, how are you going to do this? Oh, try to go for the air unblockable setup. Did not happen, but get a hit on Drizzy anyway. Thunder definitely barely not reaching earlier, going for the heat. Simply wants the hit here. I mean, he wanted to get some health back, but get the hit. It was a present delivered to King Rasta's hands, and he will be moving on to face Strahl and Wafon in the losers semis very soon. But before we head into that, after this amazing match, I mean, the players have to go on a short break, so we will be heading into a short break now. A few minutes, I guess, right?
Yeah, maybe 2-3 minutes, I guess, will be good enough. Good enough also for the chat to claim the code. So
exactly.
Before we come back, make sure to smash that Matcherino link. Only 15 codes have been claimed. That is so underwhelming. Come on, Chad. Come on, pick it up.
Yeah, you have 3 minutes. Start.
Hello and welcome back to the second part, the nitty-gritty, the top four of today's Challenger League Season 7 pre-season tournament, kicking off with winners finals. I am Rector. Joining me is Nick V. And what do you think about the matches that we have seen so far?
Well, I just had to get out of my seat because I was getting so excited. We needed that break. I had to stand up, man. But we have some amazing players in this top four. Of course, Strong and Waffle and King Rasta. In the losers, you just saw them play. But of course, don't forget about this winners final coming up very soon. It's going to be Kali Yuga against Burshko. And it's going to be an interesting match, I think, because Burshko really likes to press buttons. But can you really press buttons against Dan?
Exactly, that is an interesting question, which we'll see if Kaluga will be able to give us an answer, or will Burshko just keep on going ham against their opponents. Burshko is already in the lobby while we're waiting for the Dan player to step in.
Mashing the buttons when they can, just trying to join the lobby, yeah?
I mean, they are in training mode right now, pressing the buttons as we speak. As 4 codes have been claimed during the break, so at least we're making some progress, but there's still 31 codes left out of the starting 50.
They are not mashing the button, man. It's plus 25 on hit. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's sad seeing so many codes unclaimed. It's very unfortunate. So please, chat, help us out. Okay, I'll do a thing. If we get at least 25 codes claimed, I'll show the kitten on a stream, and she's very cute.
He's looking down. Don't trust him. Do not trust Rexy.
There's the kitten down here.
Oh yeah, show him. I don't believe you.
That's a head actually, but she's running around. Okay.
Show her. I don't. See, I baited him. You don't have to claim the codes anymore. That's crazy, right?
Why are you acting against me and against the players?
Sorry.
Meow at him.
Meow. Meow.
Uh-oh.
Meow.
We have
Where did you put the cat?
She's on my lap. But my name tag prevents you from watching it.
Oh.
Look.
She's... I actually was going to say something very sus. Alright, move on.
He's meowing so badly.
Oh! I heard
it.
I think I heard one meow. Do it more. Yeah, punch the mic up. Actually, Rexy, you shut up. She will be the commentator today. Put her next to the mic. Yeah. So, what's her name again? Rin?
Yes.
Rin, what do you think about the upcoming matchup between Arkwid and the curse known as Dan? We cannot actually hear it.
I don't know why the microphone doesn't pick it up.
That was all the insight really needed.
Meow. Come on. Meow. Come on. Meow.
Oh, she's going goblin mode, dude.
She's really goblin the microphone.
I think she's rooting for Dan. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, but release her. She's probably going to go off on my hand.
Finally, we heard one. All right, and with that, the players are ready to go. I hope you all have claimed a match arena code in the meantime because they want it. They're not starting until you claim a code.
Okay, that could take us a while. Look at her tail.
That was a Mario 64 sound effect.
Okay, no more cat. It's time to get into the nitty-gritty of this winners finals of the preseason bracket between Kali Yuga and Burshko. Dan against Ark. To be a very interesting affair.
Interesting of what?
It's irrelevant if what is going to be interesting regardless, starting off with Bershko pressing the buttons. As you said, going to be seeing if Kaliuga can manage to deter Bershko from going ham, although at the moment there are definitely no reason to stop the German here from pressing buttons.
Yeah, of course, Kaliuga has been showing good defense, but guessing on the high shield will be the kill here for Bershko. Very unnecessary risk, I think, from Kaliuga. Just not comfortable trying to block Arc.
At least, oh, no resources were spent. So maybe Kaliuga wanted to just get it over with. As a much slower approach, sniping the approach here for Bershko. Very well-timed javelins. Kaliuga, oh no, drops the ender. Very unfortunate, especially with Bar, but still manages to get a happy little reset. Seals the corner as well. There are 4 bars available. One of them spent just now. Good defense from Bershko. No cross-up attained just yet. The heat though from Bershko. The chase down from Kaliuga, but there's a lot of HP regained from the German. Let's see. They have to be very careful. Oh, maybe Bershko tried to go for the archive? No. Wait, it wasn't heat, yeah, I think so. But unfortunately got a misinput, as right now, Bershko still getting some damage on the table. Just gets the bar on time. What the hell is this bar generation from Arc?
Boss. She's rapper. Alright, there we go. But will she spend it? Oh, there we go. Oh, almost a full bar again, just by going for offense. Looping into the corner. Getting the hit here, spending a meter, and that was almost 2 meters build just because of that conversion with the grab. Bershko taking a strong game number 1. Remember, this is the winner's final, meaning this will be a first to 3 instead of a first to 2. The winner's final, loser's final, and the grand finals are first to 3s. The rest are first to 2s.
So only one first to 2 remains today. Let's see. That first two is going to be Stormwaffen against King Rasta, if I'm not mistaken. But right now, it's about the first 2 threes. The winners finals. Kaliuga had a very good round number 2, but then just dropped once, and Bershko ran away with it. Bershko is also running away with the start of this second game. The 4k damage. And the left-right. Oh, goes to the high shield, the huge gamble with the fatal by Bershko. But a combo drop the shield BC. Good block from Bershko, who is once again on the front foot. Kaliuga, a big whiff on that DP. Bershko,
yeah,
not spending more drive, but still goes for the right. Ooh, good hit.
Yeah, very good hit, but the air unblockable will catch Kaliuga, just not ready to shield the air approach. That's all the meter spent as well. That means Bershko, even though the Moondrive is empty, there's a lot of meter to be spent. Ooh, the air-to-air will be catching Bershko, but dropping out of the combo. Kaliuga full screen has the lances in the ground to get some neutral back for her. The approach was positive for them as well. Into the setup, push out into an IAD, reading the backdash, but the backdashes have been buffed. So it was very dangerous to try and get the punish there. Bershko going for an Oki once again. Moondrive grab will be putting her into the ground. The spear into the BC, inshallah. Will be winning out the clashes, spending 1 more meter to get the kill here. It's Kaliuga finally getting around on the board.
Very good stuff here from Kaliuga. As Bershko trying to get the air unblockable at the start of the 3rd round. It's going to be a very important round, this one. Kaliuga may equalize the set, and Bershko can put some real daylight in between. What a punish on the javelins. Bershko spending 3 bars to teach Kaliuga a lesson and get the upper hand. What a shield bait. The 2A to DOS, and Bershko now in the driver's seat. A huge life deficit for Kaliuga to make up. The moon skill, the on rushing elbow clips Kaliuga. This could be the end. There are 3 bars already for Bershko. What the hell is Rapper Arc doing? There are some bars up. Just like that, Bershko closes out game number 2. in a flash. That was so fast.
Absolutely. And that is match point, is what she says. And she is absolutely correct. It is 2-0, meaning she is on match point. Bershka only needs to take one more win to get the victory here in the winners final to move on to the grand finals. But Kaliuga, of course, very strong damn player, is here to show off why they are in the winners final. Looking to see a potential reverse sweep. Let's go. Why not? But not like that.
Yeah. The only one being swept was Kaliuga there. They very well timed 3C from Bershko. Moon drive into the grab. Very good stuff there. As a cornering arc. Definitely a good idea. And once again, elbow into 2A. Kaliuga gets caught up. Let's go for the dirty left right. Bershko dropping it. Just like that, Kaliuga is freed. But again, the full screen arc drop. Is it going to kill?
No,
Oh,
I guess not.
Chop. Oh my god. And again, the shield, the moon skill DP, Bershko, 1 round away. And I feel that Kaliuga slowly cracking under the pressure. They started off really well the first 2 games, or at least the first 4 rounds. But then it was just too strong of an effort from Bershko.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting hit by the low once again, even though the lances were there to be rung. But nope, did not go and commit for it. There we go, blocking the overhead, but not blocking the potential charge up overhead. Heat in his face and then base the bloody. Nah, Bershko, you are sick. You are crazy. Not gonna finish off yet though. Oh no! Oh!
Okay. Can we give this set to Kaliuga actually? That's going to be a lot of damage. 4.8k, 5k. Just like that, Kaliuga may have bought themselves away back into this. Rekka, what's the guess? Goes, I think that's the low. I don't know different animations. And just like that, Bershko, a resounding 3-0. Move on into grand finals. Winner's side,
Is it over?
it is.
Oh my.
What happened to you?
That happened to me. Did you not see that? A, B, C, D? Went through the entire alphabet, man.
Still wasn't enough to put down Arc.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. Dan, the super childs, not strong enough this time to beat up the semi-main character. I mean, Bershko was really showing off some amazing, like incredible supers, right? On the on reaction against the spears, just going for a 3,500 damage punish, and this a few times in a row, like the mental damage has been dealt as well. But we are going into the loser semis between Strahl and Waffle and King Rasta. Of course, Mario against Sonic. Let's see how King Rasta is going to deal with his child, but very well done.
Oh, they actually finally released Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Let's
You were
see.
sitting on that one for a while.
No, actually, I just came up with it now. It's okay. Let's see actually if Waffen can pull off the upset. I think would be definitely a famous victory. The last versus 2 of the day, of course. So let's see. It's going to be happening in this one. I do feel that this matchup is Roa favored, of course, because if Mario commits to one of the nuns, the 2-6C, the full screen hero from Roa, can pretty much get a punish. It's right now Rasta with a minor life. Goes for the IAD into the throw. 2 more touches, 1 more touch or 2 throws can be enough for the Austrian. Tries to bait something out, but instead the backdash is caught by the move skill. Very well placed from Strongwaffen. King Rasta trying to beat the heat, but gets beat up by the child. Round number 1 goes Strongwaffen's way.
T-Rex arms, but long enough. All right, there we go. The nuns doing a lot of work for Mario in this case. Wow, punch man up again from the other side. Instantly being punched into the corner, left-right situation. Of course, Ruby chucking him back into the corner. Axenon will be there. Good block so far from King Rasta, but he cannot block the grab. And into the DP we go, but the Axe was there to cover it, but still gets a hit on Mario. It's King Rasta in the corner, putting on the pressure.
Oh, okay, very good moon drive though from Sean Waffle. The forward tech will not be caught. King Rasta, however, is still able to cash out. Very good damage with the needle. Gets the air throw. Wants to make safe jump. Once again, reacts to the heat. You cannot get away with it against King Rasta, who will finish you off. Just like that, looked so good for Strong Waffle. King Rasta just needs one opening, and your life will flash before your eyes. Beautiful shield A. Kill off one nun. Punch nun goes in though. Rasta goes over the nuns but gets a fatal counter on the grab. And the left right as well. King Rasta right now has all the momentum in the world. Oh no. Oh, okay. Fatal counter again with their drop though.
Yeah, of course, whiffing the Thunder Needle as well. Going for left right cross up there. Oh, nice punish on the nun, and then instantly using that to jump cancel into an air attack to catch Mario out. Very well done. I don't know how that hit. The Thunder was just behind King Rasta. Had his back. King Rasta taking a very, very fun game number 1, I think.
I think it's very balanced. Yeah, definitely Sean Waffen putting up a very, very good fight. King Rasta got a little bit lucky there that the EX needle is just so messed up. It goes so far behind Roy, you cannot really do anything about it. Maybe super jump if you have a good read, but if not, and it's GG's as King Rasta once again starts off game number 2 very, very well. Let's go for the left right with Moondrive, a counter Moondrive, and again dashes into the Moon skill, and Charmoffen is able to pick it up very well.
Yeah, there we go. The stomp loops once again. Sometimes you just don't know which Mario you're playing, right? Oh, there we go. DP out of there. Saying nope. There's the gap once again. I think Strong was the counter none. I think Strong Waffle was getting hit by a lot of moves in the gaps as well by Burshko earlier, and King Rasta really showing off that, yep, I know the gaps as well. Almost getting the hit there. Ooh, whiffing the grab, but trading.
Magic finishing a grab in multi. Could it be me? King Rasta now on set point. The last first or two could be ending right here, right now. King Rasta definitely wants it to end. Gets the EXDP for the hard knockdown. Oh, fatal counter on the overhead left, right. There's going to be some enormous damage here. 4.4, 4 point, almost. And oh, goes for the high shield, the heat bait, I think. Committing a little bit too much, giving maybe Scharnwaffen a lifeline here. But Nick, will he be able to make the comeback?
Nope.
Thank you for your very honest answer. Oh, and there it is! The commentator's blessing rather than curse. King Rasta putting an end to Scharnwaffen's misery. It's 2-0 and Rasta looking so strong. Trying to get into the grand finals here. Only Kali Yuga is in front of them, is in between them and Burshko.
Yeah. Rexu, look at me.
Tell me.
So sometimes, when you ask a question, right, you want to know why the answer is the answer. But at times, you just let the player... you let the player give the arguments for you. You understand? The only reason I did that was because I had to put my camera a little bit higher, so I just took that as a reason to do that.
Don't explain it. This is like a chef giving the recipe. What the hell? But going into this losers finals here, Kali Yuga has Aoko on the panel, Neko Arc in the picture, and then plays down. That's cursed.
I think that is some Neko Arc energy, I'm not gonna lie. I think Neko Arc would do that, actually.
Really? Is Kalyuga Nekbar confirmed? Let's see. As oh my god, King Rasta, very good Moondrive activation to guarantee themselves a full combo. The damage, oh, that's going to be even bigger now. The phaser counter of the Rising JA. I think we're going 4 no, not into combo. Commit too much, but again the 3C Empire. That's I don't think it's going to kill unless Rasta spends all 3 bars. 3.4k once again, and then yeah, unblockable. What a start, King Rasta. Laser focus on grand finals. Kalyuga will have to step aside.
Oh, stepping into the spears instead. King Rasta, though, trying to stay full screen. Kalyuga instantly closing the gap, punishing the potential electricity needle. And there we go, 3-meter on deck. We'll be spending 1 for the Oki. What are you going to do here? Bait something? Yeah, it will be the Moondrive getting grabbed into a low. King Rasta not blocking that one. Not sure what they were trying to do. Maybe blocking overhead, but spending a meter once again. Not gonna kill here, spending 2 meters. But the grab will be doing it, and that is a hoot perfect. Only chip damage. Let's see what King Rasta can do with 4 meters on deck here in this round number 3. Very dangerous. And again, we hit once again. Yeah, DP getting the combo into the ground. You go. Still not a meter for the Noel. Could only go for an OD DP maybe. This is not Street Fighter, Nick.
It's still going to be about the footsies. Look at the spacing from King Rasta, trying to get the air Pikachu Moondrive counter as well from both players. Trying to go for the air grab, presented the shield B, but it's still Kalyuga in the corner. Okay, never mind, they will not be in the corner anymore. King Rasta will definitely kill them off. Sends in the needle, and then they are for good measure. That is game number 1 into King Rasta. And I'm getting a lot of winners finals vibes from this game number 1. Kalyuga so far playing quite well, but I'm expecting a little bit of a breakdown sometime during this game, because they were playing quite well against Bershka and then just gave up, it felt like, or gave out against Bershka's offense. Will this be a different story? Mayhaps, because it's a much better round start here for Kalyuga, spending the EX to start off, but once again runs into the DP, maybe try to go for the push out into throw. Feels like Kalyuga's always going for this.
Let's see. Oh, the high shield once again. Oh. Something they are going for a lot as well is always the high shield. So a low is just straight up gonna Punisher. Speaking of Punishes, that was a needle on the backdash. No conversion off of it earlier. There we go. Full screen conversions. Like to see it, but the drop after it. Kalyuga, let's go. I'm rooting for you now. Oh. Even though you play Dan. But I guess I cursed you. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. You play Dan. Sorry.
Yeah, as we said, like Kalyuga has the fundamentals in check, definitely. But then when it has to be like the importance of the clutch stuff, they always seem to falter, unfortunately. And against someone like King Rasta, definitely not a stranger to clutch plays. Definitely have to be on point. Speaking of. Something in the needle. Oh no, that is so unfortunate. If you try to shield and it hits you on the landing, you get hit, because the shield just gets recovery when you land.
Yeah, that's true. It was just a very unfortunate sequence there for Kalyuga. Speaking of unfortunate, dropping a game once again, and that means King Rasta has a match point here in this losers finals. And as you said, Kalyuga looks very strong, like in the opening of the set just now, but then for some reason the opponent just starts their train and just runs them over, right? And I'm hoping to see Kalyuga turn it around in this game number 3 to like show us that their mental capability, that mental state is very strong in this game. But will we see it?
Yeah, it's very interesting as well. We're also seeing how King Rasta adapted so well. Caliga was trying to backdash a little bit too much, so King Rasta went for the backdash OS. Ooh, okay, very good match in the meantime from Caliuga, escaping the corner, maybe also putting King Rasta there. No, of course not. Dan benefits so much from getting the mid screen, grabs the shield attempt there. Okay, Rasta gets another grab, tries to maybe prepare a left right, and goes for it, the left right with the overhead. Cannot really get the kill, and again King Rasta with the super jump. Oh my god, that was such a good conversion as well. Oh no, Fatal J, King Rasta with 3 bars, maybe able to finish it off. Drops the combo though, sends in the javelins, one more touch could be enough for Kaliuga. The explosion snipes Rasta. Kaliuga still in this one.
See Kaliuga getting a snipe in the air once again. Really low profiling over the spears. Oh, yep, trying to snipe. It was simply waiting for you. Can even see them buffer it earlier. And there we go, using the shield A in the air to get the punish here on Dan, sending her as close to the corner. No, keeping it full screen, just charging meter.
Touch. In and 236C. So the hard knockdown into the fake out does not cross up. Just like that, King Rasta. Set point for the Austrian to face off against Bershko in Grand Finals. Let's see. Kaliuga will prove to be an obstacle in this one. No punish in the Whiffed EX. Shield from Rasta here. The dash from Kaliuga. And then the 4BC, the overhead. Did not see it coming. And just like that, Kaliuga has the first big opener of the day. Of the round, excuse me. And gets a... Whoa, what? I think Rasta tries to go for wake up throw, but got tagged the explosion.
There we go, using the bell here. Oh, the blood heat will be pushing Dan back, and yep, now you cannot do anything. Going for the 3C there into the air to air, but both choices, both times, it did not work out in King Rasta's favor. But there we go, getting a hit anyway, making him block in the corner now. Went for the DP, swinging, but it worked out for Kaliuga in this case. Trying to bait something maybe, did not work out. King Rasta simply blocking here, spending a meter, but the heat will be pushing Dan away once again. Full screen heat. Not really sure what he was trying to do there. Maybe trying to snipe the heat potentially, but the wrong button was pushed into the super, and that is Kaliuga off of the mistake from King Rasta just now. Getting a victory here, very important for them.
Yeah, I think that was definitely an attempt at full screen hero from King Rasta. Not sure what the input is of the Pikachu. I think maybe could have gotten TK actually. J226C instead of the normal 226C, which is the full screen hero. Would have gotten King Rasta the punish, but instead ended up eating the punish from Kaliuga, who may be back into this one game in between the King Rasta 2-1 in favor, but it's still Kaliuga getting maybe a little bit more of it. Maybe King Rasta was the fatal mistake, and Kaliuga may earn enough momentum to carry them into the grand finals for a run back against Bershko. Only time will tell. King Rasta doing this side switch combo, switches sides 3 times, and then once again with Moondrive and counter Moondrive, both players remain safe. The dash under the javelins and the shield on the moon skill DP, but no punish. King Rasta dropping the ball there.
Alright, oh, the clash is right there. The 4BC just dodging it for some reason. And then King Rasta picks it up, has no meter to kill, but definitely has a meter to get the Oki. Oh, and the shield A will catch the child pressing buttons. There's a round to King Rasta, of course, set point again for them. But last time Kaliuga did manage to turn it around. Will they be able to do it this time? Only time will tell. Of course, King Rasta does not let her speak at all.
Let's see if it's going to remain the case. 4BC sniping King Rasta out of the air. It's the wall boss, but unfortunately can't really get the full combo from it. And Rasta with the shield B switches sides. Moondrive is spent to keep Dan in the corner, but then Rasta just puts himself in, gets sniped with the javelins, and again gets hit by the overhead javelins, and again, and Kali Yuga getting so much mileage out of these javelins there from the sky. One more combo. Oh my god, takes right into them. Kali Yuga was in a tech trap. I don't know. But that was absolutely brilliant from the Dan player. Oh no, Rasta building up the resources for one last push. Gets the air grab as well. One more touch will be enough. Oh no, doesn't tag.
Yeah, but makes our block though, going for the moon drive into the lances using BC. Oh, the snipe.
Damn.
I do like it. But it does mean King Rasta has nearly 3 meters on deck. We'll be building the third now against Kali Yuga. 0 moon drive, 0 meter. So no proper reversals, only risky ones. Let's see how you're going to deal with that in the corner here, because that's where Roa is at his finest. Kali Yuga had been showing that they were antsy to block in the corner. It was a good tech earlier, but getting opened up. Anyway, backing Rasta, very strong offense, of course, from the Roa player. Moon drive almost there, but the heat bait instantly. King Rasta closes it out. Very strong, using the TKDP there to punish it. And that is Kali Yuga dropping down in third place. Still very well done, very well fought, showing some strong mental game, especially against King Rasta just now after losing a very convincing game number 2. Turn it around game number 3. And sadly for them, King Rasta was just simply stronger this time. And we'll be moving on to the grand finals.
Yes, indeed. As we saw, very, very confident there from King Rasta. Not even going for a shield always, just held the standing shield in Kali Yuga's face. Kali Yuga had already committed to the heat. That's really, really painful when you press heat, is your opponent already with the shield up, and I'm like, okay then. Yeah, it is what it is. Very good stuff from Kali Yuga. Third place, a very respectable placing, especially in a bracket as small but stacked as this. Let's see, who will be the one to come out with first place though? King Rasta already in the lobby, of course, after the previous set. Bershko will be making his way in shortly. Let's see who will be the one to come out on top in this battle of the Titans. Two of the strongest players in Europe, Bershko and King Rasta. Can both of them slur against each other in German, I think. So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, of course, before this match starts, you have a few seconds to still claim a Matcherino code. We have quite a bunch claimed now, but still not enough. We need all 50 of them claimed as soon as we can. Still 20 more to go. You can do it right now or after the match, because this match is going to be a banger.
We are off. Oh, and immediate JB fatal counter from Bershko, not messing around. Oh, drops the combo, gets a an unblockable reset, but only for a little bit. Rekka, good block from King Rasta. Still defending in the corner. Oh, gets tagged once. A counter hit. Rasta trying to press buttons, and instead going to be eating a lot of damage. Going to be the hard knockdown. 4.6k. One more touch will be enough for Bershko to win the first round. Ooh. Gets the 2C. Cannot get the follow-up, but Rasta just delivers the round to Bershko. That DP messing up the formal perfect, instead getting a hood one for Bershko, who jumps into the lightning. Fatal counter on the lightning bolt. It's going to be so much.
Of course, most importantly, you are in the corner. Bershko does like to press buttons, but so far, I was gonna say, he's not doing, he's committing to blocking, but eventually found a gap, saying, King Rasta, you IA'd a little bit too much. So eat this punish. There we go, shielding the high. Of course, it is a safe jump for Arc. And this backdash, the Thunder does not want to be caught into another block string. There we go, punishing it instantly. Bershko showing very good awareness here. King Rasta being forced into a left-right mix here. Moondrive to get out of it. Oh, DP, and it was instantly baited.
From King Rasta. Moondrive and just to hold it. Okay. But very good confirmed there. This time the DP works out for Bershko, gets the X, gets the knockdown. The unblockable dispelled by the heat, and King Rasta can close it out and will definitely do so. With the arc drive, the Pantheon. So equalizes the round count to one piece. First game of Grand Finals, first set, of course. King Rasta needs to reset, so going to be a very hard challenge here. Nice! Hang time there into the arc drive. I think that was a misinput instead of the 2-6C. Good damage for Pershko.
Yeah, I mean, it was still on scale, right? So you might as well just throw out the 3 meters. If you don't think you're gonna get hit, having 4 meters on deck the entire time is kind of a waste of meter, right? You cap out at 4. Getting hit here though, King Rasta tries to overtake the game. I was gonna say, yeah, there's like a big life lead. You have to get the safe heat here. Oh, spends it all. I was gonna say no punish, but the punish was there after the tap shield, but no conversion afterwards. Oh, and again, Burshko. I've never seen Burshko do this, by the way, but now he's showing it off. First against Kali Yuga, and now against King Rasta. If you whiff a projectile, you're gonna get hit.
Yes, indeed. And Burshko is one of those players that does not forgive when you do those mistakes. King Rasta going one game down. Of course, it's a first to 3. So some time for King Rasta to try to adjust this these whiffs. But Burshko may not wanting to be giving him some time, as there's the EX immediately hard knockdown, 2.8k, trying to put Rasta in the corner. Oh, committing to the shield A follow-up, of course, -8. So very, very punishable. All characters can actually punish it now. Very welcome change, 4.5k, goes for the left, right. Good blocks from King Rasta. There's the Rekka. Oh, presses into it. A weird button there from King Rasta. Very unusual. Rasta is usually quite patient when it comes to defense.
But sometimes you just get too antsy, right? Especially against Burshko, because Burshko is such a high inputs per second player that you cannot let up, right? You have to fight back, basically, against Burshko. Burshko finally getting hit, though. King Rasta trying to push her into the corner, and this is going to help, except when you just swap the sides, I guess. Maybe tries to get arc. Oh, just showing off for the corner. I see. Wants the mid-screen mix over and over. Does not want it to be just a high-low. Going for the 3C launcher into the Oki. There we go. Going for the grab, maybe? Ooh, tech. Burshko reading it as well.
Oh, I think Burshko presses Moondrive a little bit too early there, but still working out. There's a full wreck onto the EX and the hard knockdown. Huge life lead for King Rasta, but it just starts with one knockdown. Nice. There's the unblockable into the tech catch. Oh no, Burshko looking like they are deadly at the moment. Not to be killing, not with arc drive. But now, anything will kill for Burshko. A bit too early with the throw, trying to call out the Moondrive for BC from Rasta. Regenerating some HP, the shield, BC clash. I forgot that they were in Bloodfeed. Yeah, that's definitely a dead Burshko. 5k damage. That was just throw kill range. That is overkill. I've never seen it.
Well, you might as well. If you spend the meter anyway, go all out. There we go. Burshko getting a hit. Trying to get the reset in the air. Like to see it with the JB. Went for the sweep and the jump over into an instant arc drive, using the melty blood here, and then charging some meter, going for the whiff grab a little bit too early, because there are invincibility frames on wake up on grabs. There we go.
Follow the moon drive there? Not sure. Oh, the call out from Rasta there, the DP. Very well blocked. Magic circles for Rasta will be spent. Yes, there it is, the hard knockdown, still quite a ways off from killing territory. Oh, the 2A working out for Burshko. Could this be enough? No, the meter not reaching 3 just yet, but still King Rasta within kill range at the moment. Again, the heat against the unblockable. Is that on reaction? Oh my god, neutral with the recon. Just like that, this should be the kill. No, once again. Oh my god, just chucks him in the ground.
Saved it. Let the truck to the ground. As you said it, that is 2-0 for Burshko right now. King Rasta, chill. Have to think about your game plan. How are you going to make Burshko do what you want? Here's the thing, Burshko never does what he wants. He just does what he wants. There is no conditioning this player. Trying to go for a Rekka again. There we go, Rekka in neutral. It worked once, and it will work twice.
He does it again. It will work twice. As a Burshko 4.2k and meets the corner situation. The overhead again catches King Rasta pressing buttons, and again the EX getting the knockdown. 3.9k damage, goes for the left right again, goes for the side switch. Rasta pops the moon drive, just like that, fights out of the corner. If heat, no, instead goes for the air throw ender, 4k damage. The IAD gets the ground throw as well, double jump, but very good walkout from Burshko. Puts King Rasta with the back towards the corner. The BC does not punish the moon skill Pikachu charge, but Rekka clips King Rasta. Burshko, OTG Rekka. Going to be enough to kill. Okay, very, very good. I think that's 2C. Such a good button for Mark. Burshko on set point. Tournament point even.
Yeah, ooh, showing the legs off. Getting the overhead on Roa here. It's 4 meters on King Rasta's deck, but what will you do? Will you go for the blood heat here? No, there is gonna be a bait eventually, so you're gonna have to be very careful about when you are going to throw it out. Of course, going for the shield here into the IAD. Nice patience into the backdash. Baiting out the heat there. 3 meters on deck still. And there is no health recovery for Burshko after that heat. But there we go, King Rasta. What are you gonna do now, though? You're still in the life deficit. Oh, finally Burshko not patient enough. Maybe trying to jump away from the pressure in the gap. There we go, BC to make itself safe.
Oh my god.
That was a reversal, by the way. I mean, the clash, so I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy.
Rasta now, one touch away. Trying to pace. Oh, very good heat up from Burshko. Tries to go for the dive kick, but instead gets electrified, electrocuted. King Rasta is still alive in this. Now, small resource advantage for Rasta as well. Moondrive on deck. Burshko has a Moondrive, but has 1 bar of Magic Circus that's going to be spent right here, right now. I think some good damage and knockdown, but Rasta with the shield B escapes. Oh, damn.
Yeah, nice shield A to punish the dive claw once again. After shielding it into the grab, there we go. And look at the range he's at, right? He's definitely baiting some heat or some moon drive, but it's just not gonna happen. Burshko not biting yet, but 2 meter on deck. Burshko, I think he's going to think about heating here. No, it was the... I mean, I guess the risk outweighs the reward here, right? Because could just mash, potentially turn around the game, and then if it get hit, doesn't die. There we go, getting the hit as we speak. Has 3 meter, will be going for the moon drive to get some corner carry. Heat! What a punish!
Okay, that was a godlike Moondrive there from King Rasta. Moondrive to make sure that he actually goes for the target. Very good punish on the whiffed heat. And King Rasta is very much still in this. Burshko with the lead, 2 games to 1, but one game is everything it could take King Rasta. Maybe on the verge of a very dramatic comeback, and starting off very, very well with the first combo of the round and the second, of course. Very, very good stuff. And now Burshko's going to be in the corner. Oh no, never mind. Left, right setup. Which side? Aim side. Very good throw.
Yeah, so I think King Rasta is his game plan right now is to keep Burshko mid-screen, so he cannot just randomly go for like an easy DP out of the Oki, right? So he's going for the left-right, always going to make Burshko guess and make the DP be a risk, but there we go. This time it was not risky. OD DP will be safe on block and on hit. And on hit, it will be a very big combo as well. Look at that, 4.4k damage. Next touch will kill. The heat will save King Rasta here, but the Rekka is on point once again, spending 1 meter for the Oki. Heat is gone, no more health regeneration, and 1 more touch will be doing it.
Oh.
But same to them.
Very, very good reactions from both players here. Actually, from King Rasta, shielding the unblockable and then shielding also the heat. Rasta one round away from equalizing the set. Oh, catching Bershko on rushing with the needle. It's going to be very good damage. No EX to spend for Rasta, but still 2.6k damage and the corner situation. Definitely something that Bershko is not a fan of. The two A's are whiffing Rasta with a lot of momentum. Oh my god. 5A Bershko. Why does it always work? The run under, but gets the 2C on the opposite side. A little bit unfortunate.
Alright. Left right situation here. Goes for the Moondrive to make himself safe into the backdash from the potential grab. Very, very well thought out. Most people will grab, of course, after a Moondrive has been thrown out. Heat! Oh, barely the needle did not convert. Did not punish it. Just out of range. There we go. Has meter enough to get the kill here. Will you spend it? Yes, you will. Barely in time to get the multi-blood here. It gets a round for himself once again. Bershko, second time you're on set point. Will you close it out this time?
Interesting question. We'll see if King Rasta can slow down the German here. 3 bars on deck for King Rasta, so not a bad situation to be in. Neutral being contested, and just like that, one single whiff is all it takes for Rasta to close in on the target. Full screen here. Let's see what's going to be the mix. Moondrive for Bershko. Very good stagger 2A to punish the low shield, and King Rasta now with a very, very healthy lead. 6k into the safe jump. Oh, catch the backdash. The Moondrive as well to confirm. Wait, can Rasta kill off from this?
I think so. Oh no, dropping the combo. He had it. All right, now back to neutral. Charging some meter. Getting the heat there. Yeah, now you have to not be in block. Going for the knee to just barely get out of the threat range. The shield A will be catching Arc out here, but will this kill? Yeah, 1 meter. GG. And that is 2-2 King Rasta. From a big deficit 2-0. Now it's 2-2. The reverse sweep might be here.
It might be indeed. Maybe King Rasta needed 2 games to get a read on Bershko's habits, and now is capitalizing on them. Bershko maybe a little bit of panic here. Rasta playing this so well. The scrambles have all been working out, and there's the air unblockable as well. King Rasta and Raw, of course, so good at catching the opponents with that. The Moon skill was begging from Bershko. The JA Fatal King Rasta unfortunately dropping the combo with the follow-up. The 3C or Shield A is getting punished. Bershko, very, very good awareness. Just like that, Rasta is in the corner.
Yeah, this is very strong showing from Bershko so far. Going for the low, and this time not the safe jump. King Rasta caught off guard by this. Landing a little bit earlier than normal because of it. There we go, left-right situation. This was nearly unblockable. I think King Rasta was pressing a button there, but it wasn't meant to be. It was Arc going to finish off that round. Very strong from Bershko, because look at the meter as well. Nearly full. It is full now. 3 meters on deck. Will you be spending it into the super? No, simply going for the EX knockdown. Best of the Oki, maybe.
Oh, but does not mess up the punish. Meeting the landing from King Rasta. But okay, very aggressive heat there from Bershko. Will he be able to go for the air drive? No. The heat ran out. There's the heat from Rasta. Just started. Dash up shield for both. Very interesting hive mind game plan. As now Rasta goes in on the target. Still Bershko with a good life lead. Excellent tack on the grab. And is now Blast trying to get something. Backdash on the 2C. Overcommitting with the moon skill. DP gets tagged by the lightning, but there's another heat. Could have gone for the multi-blood there. Very good shield from Rasta. There was a gap in the buttons from Bershko. Very good awareness here.
Trying to get the air unblockable, of course. Oh, no, the high shield. Expecting Bershko to mash out. Did not happen. And that is Bershko going for the EX knockdown. This is a guess for game. Will you guess correct? Moondrive will be make sure that it's not guessing anymore. Oh, shield BC will do it. into the instant Alt F4, and that is Brushko taking the victory today. The tournament won by Germany, hosted by Germany. It might be scripted.
The allegations. But yeah, a very, very good showing from both finalists, actually. King Rasta definitely giving Bershko a run for his money. And just like that, unfortunately, there is not a lot of money, though, in the match arena. If you want to help out Bershko, definitely make sure to claim a code. There are still more than half left to be claimed. The code is pinned in the chat, but I'll still get the bot to post the link as well. There are 2 links on your screen right now, so feel free to click either of them and make sure to claim a code. 25 cents will be dropped in the prize pool, which currently stands at around $6, so not that big.
We can double it. All I'm
yes.
saying, we can double it together by claiming the code now. Do it so you can make Bershko happy.
He'll go out and buy a nice what do they call them? I forgot the name.
What are you thinking?
The bratwurst. Yes, that's
Bratwurst. The bratwurst. What's with it? You gonna get a bratwurst if you claim a code? Is that what you're saying?
No, Bershko will get one. Maybe get some more
He'll
money.
get a few. He'll get a few bratwursts. Alright, but that's gonna be that's gonna be it for us. We're gonna mumble on and on and on about German food, but of course, this tournament is at its end, and that means we are going to end the stream as well. Tiramisu, will we be raiding someone? All right, so we will be raiding someone. So of course, hopefully we'll be seeing some more Melty and otherwise some other tournament or German streamer. Who knows? Until then, though, we still have the match Reno codes to claim. So be sure. Of course, just like Panax did, you can go some quests and click the codes as well. Or like follow maybe someone. Like YouTube quests, you can subscribe to Landfest FGC. You can follow someone. I have no clue how to pronounce that name. And then you can add like 30 cents to prize pools as well. Like Game Gami, 30 cents. It's just easy follows. You can unfollow them afterwards anyway, you know. And then add them some money to the prize pool. Very important.
Oh, come on.
We're rating the Lord himself. Please ask for Saber buffs because she is bottom 6.
Shut the hell up. But no, seriously speaking, yesterday Kamonen was up 30. Okay.
Oh, we're done.
He was doing combos for 13 hours yesterday.
That's
no, it's
crazy.
fine.